really want to like playing the knight. I think that his swing animation is great. I like the clunky stomping and stumping of his clackety raggedy armor. I love the concept of bringing in my squad of medieval mercenary knightly folk to patrol for me. In a way, he's what I wish the Legion was, in the sense that it's fantasy fulfilling from a gameplay perspective to like I throw my dude down and then I chase a guy with me and my dude at the same time because I'm part of a squad.
Oh shit!
Instead of an individual. He's one of the few killers that actually lets me feel like it's not entirely a 1v4. Like, his strength is the power of friendship, and the real friends was the murders we made along the way. But, as fun as the idea of the night is, what the fuck was that? It's not very fair to me that every time I load into a map that has generators on a higher or lower elevation than the flat land that I start on, that I start thinking about killing myself right then and there at the start of the fucking match. This guy is impossible to play if any building on your map has a second story with a staircase that's just a little bit too thin. What the fuck? Or a hill where it's not very clear where you walk up it is. It feels... Oh. Ooh. Let me catch my breath, I got asthma. It feels fucking stupid not being able to send my guy up a hill without swirling my orb around the entire perimeter first, like I'm giving it a medieval ghost orb hill rim job before I can actually spawn my fucking guy on top of it just to patrol check or break the generator. Because I can't figure out where to fucking go up it. On the topic of patrol, these guys aren't patrolling shit because I can only send them like an ass hair away from me before they immediately start swooping back to my position. If a survivor sees a particularly tall blade of grass to hide behind, my evil, dastardly, knightly fellow friend will zoom right fucking by him. Even if the survivor is blatantly standing in front of the fucking guy, they're a centimeter outside of their detection zone, so even though the motherfucker can see the survivor with his own two eyes, theoretically, he's still gonna walk away from him. Because he's outside of that itty-bitty small fucking circle, and for some reason, the knight can't see his own dude's projected vision radiuses. Not in the ghost orb, not anything. I can't accurately tell if I'm spawning my guy close enough to the fucking generator for him to even see the survivors working on it, and it feels so stupid to spawn my guy right in front of the generator where I can hear people working on it, and then he just runs to me like there's no one there, even though I know that there people are, because I'll go over there and then I see him. Why didn't my guard fucking see him? This guy is so fucking anti-smooth. It's ridiculous. Like, the closest thing he has to, like, a tech is saving the Carnifex to use it to fast break pallets mid-chase. And even that movement requires this weird small Street Fighter combo move initiation first, to the degree that whenever I try to pull it off fast enough to make doing it even worth it, I'll accidentally swing my sword at the end of it sometimes after inputting the combo, and by the time I'm capable of moving again, the established timeline of me pressing all these buttons, getting the summon, breaking the pallet, swinging my sword on accident, the survivor will already be 500 miles away, as if they actually hit the fucking pallet stun. So, like, why do I summon my guy? Why do I summon my guy in front of me instead of at my feet. It's so fucking frustrating not being able to use my one and only jank ass power because I'm standing too close to a wall. If I'm ever in a tight corridor, I have to actively reposition myself in the middle of it like I'm trying to correct a bad parallel parking job just to summon my fucking assassin so we can scream, slowly float towards the affected survivor, and then start the slowest fucking chase I've ever seen in my life. His add-ons are stupid. I have 3 dudes to summon. That's 3 dudes. That's my power. I have 3 dudes that I cycle between. I am never ever in my fucking life going to pick an add-on that only affects one of my dudes. I have 3 of them. I don't want to reduce the cooldown of one of them. I have 3 dudes. I don't want dude-specific add-ons. They either affect them all or they do something else. And I can watch a survivor jump off a cliff, but I can't send my guard down one because I guess they don't have a falling animation. Like on the way back, they can't just do their stupid little ghostly float to get back up like they do whenever they spot a survivor. Unless the map you spawn in is as flat and featureless as a fucking desert, the knight as a character just doesn't work, and his ghost orb movement is so troubling to me it actively gives me conniptions. Trying to wind this weird ass ghost ball around like turns and hallways makes me wish this guy didn't have a power at all. You can't see auras? I can understand not being able to see the survivors, but you can't even see their auras in the summoned orb form? What? Why? What is the point of that? I brought the perks for a reason. As much as I want to like playing him, he's just so chock full of the classic DBD jank. His power isn't even conceptually bad. I think it's interesting. Like, he's a macro killer, he's a control killer, his guards give the survivors something to be busied by.
I can't get out of this, I'm so fucked!
They give him something to do.
God damn it, this fucking asshole.
While he's off playing boring ass M1 simulator.
What happened?
Yay.
What?
Like, conceptually, on paper, he works fine, it's a good idea, but actively playing him is so needlessly... Blah. Damn, I'm so mad I can't speak. But actually playing him is so needlessly frustrating because of how awful it feels to actively control and use his power. He needs like just a fucking quality of life overview. The orb movement sucks. I can't use my summon if I'm within 20 feet of a vertical object. My guards are effectively half blind and range between not being able to see a survivor that's blatantly in front of them to spotting a survivor because of like a 1-inch gap in map terrain that they otherwise shouldn't be able to see. What? They're right there. And on top of all that, Dead by Daylight has this weird thing where they just refuse to give the killer information the survivors have access to, which I will never understand. Like, I have no idea if survivors can see the radius or what radius I can't see. I don't know if they can see the ghost orb when I'm moving it. At bare minimum, I only found out the knight actually has an animation for his summoning, like his little pose, because I saw it on a Twitch streamer's VOD after I played with them.
GG's.
And it's so weird that, like, the knight isn't even a complicated character. It took me like 3 games to understand the difference between all of his guys and figure out how to play him. But the lack of like an actual tutorial or information given to the player, like, you shouldn't have to look this shit up. I shouldn't have to look up if the survivors can see my little summoned ghost orb or not. I don't know. I don't know. He's jank as fuck for no reason. If they just made orb movement smoother. What the fuck? Oh my. What? Oh, I still got someone. Okay. Let my guards go up and down vertical drops. Let me summon them at my feet instead of disabling my power because there's a wall on the same map that I'm playing. Like, I don't know. I wish I could just move the thing backwards. Why isn't it... It should have, like, tank controls, you know? Just unnecessary. Okay. I spent shards on this killer when I could have just purchased another cosmetic for Ace Visconti, so what was the point? I mean, I don't want a refund, I just want this killer to feel like 2% more intuitive, so playing him stops feeling like I'm dragging a cheese grater over my shins every time I try and do the one and only thing this killer can do. He's an M1 killer with friends, that's it. It's not particularly fun to play, and his guards are so jank, it's not like scary to play against. I remember when he came out, everybody hated him. I don't know what the consensus is now, it's been a few years, right?
I have never seen the knight. That generally scared the fuck out of me.
But, he just feels like someone that would be more frustrating to play as and against than, like, provide an interesting horror experience, quote unquote. So, like, across the board, for the survivors that I'm playing against and for me playing him, I don't think that he fulfills any of the fantasy that his character is supposed to bring to the game or represent. I'm not saying that I know how to rework him. I'm not saying that he needs another power or something else to do on top of his power or friendship, but it might be cool. I think it would be good to give this guy, like, just a simple quality of life overview. Like, at the very fucking least, if you can change one thing, let me spawn my guys at me instead of in front of me, so I'm not disabling my power by looking at a wall. That is the most frustrating fucking thing in existence. I don't know the radius, and it seems like so small. Come on. Stop. I'm just a concerned Dead by Daylight citizen noticing obstructions in the day-to-day goings-on in my shattered square. Like, I paid my fucking shards to unlock this guy because I didn't feel like buying a killer this time, and I guess I'm paying for it by getting a middling experience. If I actually paid money to play this guy instead of using my shards, I would have felt even more ripped off. So, I don't know. Fix this guy.
Weird killers today. Sheesh.
Ah, he was a weird. He was a good one. That was a good night.
Are up here.
See, sometimes I let people go, but the game has MMR for a reason, you know? So if you're not meant to be here, if you're just losing the game, then you just lose the game. If I'm letting people win when they shouldn't, then it's just gonna put them against harder killers. So what is the point in trying to, you know, drop your item and act like, I don't know, it just, the whole thing seems pointless. Like, wouldn't you want to just lose the game and then get matched into easier games in the future instead of already being outclassed and then being let go? I mean, not everybody knows about MMR and stuff, so I don't know. The bot's probably a better player than that person anyway. I feel like they were giving up right at the start. If your mindset going into the game is just that you're gonna leave the first time you get hooked, then what is the point in loading up a game like DVD, you know? Like, a game that more or less is intentionally unfair. Okay, never mind, I guess the bot isn't a better player. What was that? I've never seen a bot do that before. I didn't expect a 4K, I just needed some footage for the video. I'm making the character look better than he is right now.